Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
If we switch from New Zealand's middle order to India's middle order, obviously again, not enough opportunity yet. They've been chasing both times. A little bit of a stutter in game one, maybe lesser so in game two. But this time around, a different kind of a setup, Ajay. They will be setting a total. So no matter what Rohit and Ishan Kishan and company do, there will be an opportunity for, say, a Shreyas Iyer to have a meaty contribution. Or we assume there will be.
Yeah, if he gets in early, if he gets, around early, I mean, by not very early, you don't want him to come in early, but from his point of view, he'd probably have the best if he walks in at sometime over number 7, 8. Then it's, then the batsman has a couple of balls, or he has, the style of play that he has. He can, get in and then start commanding the whole innings and then probably have that big contribution. If he's going to walk in at, 21 balls to go with 7 wickets in hand, there's a scoreboard pressure. There's always a pressure of the guys who are coming at the back. If the guys who are coming at the back with only so many balls left, and then you cannot play your game. Then you got to go out there and extend yourself as much because, there is so much batting lying in the hut. So so it depends on when he walks in. I don't believe in this number 3, 4, 5. Yes, there are numbers. What number you come matters, but at what stage you come as well. I think for him, the ideal stage is from 8 to 9 overs. If he walks in at that stage, he looks the most comfortable. The opposition is allowing you singles. Once he gets himself set, then he can, explode and, do what he does best. But I don't think he's one of those players that can, walk in there and start exploding from day one. He can do it, but he's not best doing that.
Oh, DK, you mentioned about how important this is for Ishan Kishan, whichever slot that he's trying to fill. For Shreyas Iyer, it's also going to be important because if he's thinking of 12 months down the line particularly, then these are the kind of opportunities he'll have to grab to show that in that middle order, which is also reasonably crowded once everyone comes back in, say a Virat Kohli and company and Hardik Pandya makes his way back in. So for him, important as well.
Yes, I think obviously he will know that, of all the batters in the middle order, he is the one probably playing the toughest position and out of place in many ways because, he is generally who bats at number 3 for Bombay and Surya comes after him. When I'm talking about Ranji Trophy and one day cricket for Bombay. But here, Surya is batting at 3 and he's batting at 6. Now, that is not a position that he is, I am assuming, too comfortable playing. He'd rather play at 4 maximum on a bad day, maybe 5. But with this Indian team being where it is, he's batting at 6 and it looks like he'll be batting 5 or 6. That's why he will be batting. If you ask him, I'm pretty sure he'll say that he'd rather bat higher. But now he's got to adapt to the conditions given to him, to the situation and to the, kind of challenges that's thrown to him, saying that, try and do the best that you can in this spot. So obviously for him, every game is a challenge and every game is a massive experience for him. He's been around for some time, but he's obviously not got enough opportunities to display his skills in the T20 format for India. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he adapts and adjusts to the challenges thrown to him in this in the forthcoming future. Because if you do see from 2017, it's been about 4 years that he's been in and around the team, but still not exactly got the opportunity, nor has he been given the place where he likes to bat. So it's going to be very interesting to see how his career unfolds from here on.
Yeah, Ajay, that injury could not have helped him at all. I mean, everything was sort of starting to settle down. Captain of the franchise, that did throw a bit of a spanner in the works. But as a sports person, you've got to deal with such things.
Yeah, I mean, as sports person, one thing you live with is uncertainty because, and that's what you thrive on. You walk into a match, you don't know whether you're going to get runs or not. And that's the excitement that you keep playing. And every time you go out there, you want to score, but the excitement is there. I think, 2017, the guys he was competing with were probably totally different. All of them are out. The guys who are now ahead of him, like Surya Kumar Yadav, his son had not even risen by then. Nobody was talking of Surya Kumar Yadav playing for India. So number 4 is gone because of that. Virat Kohli is what he's competing with. So number 3, 4, at the moment doesn't look that good. And that's probably the only reason ever since he came back from that shoulder injury. One, he lost his captaincy because, Rishabh took over. He had a good run. He himself started batting up the order there. Rishabh came up the order, scored runs. Then he had a couple of great test series, one in Australia, 100, one in England. So, guys have gone ahead as well. And he has come back with the game that he had. Very good, very solid. Like I said, if he walks in at over number 7, 8, 9, that's where he's best at. But then he's competing with Virat Kohli for a spot, or a Surya Kumar Yadav for a spot. I think he's still, he's still being backed by the selectors. People have been kind to have him still, because at number 6, you would probably look at many other people, but he's still been given an opportunity because he's a talented player. He's shown you in the past what he can do. So you try and fit him in, but he'll have to do a lot more than what he was expected to do at the start of his career. Because 4 years into it, you've come back. It's tough luck, but it's at least not sitting out, and at least he's getting an opportunity. It may be a tougher position. Sometimes players just explode from here. They get better and they find a part of their game that they'd never seen before because they've been pushed into this corner. So I wish him luck. But, if I was the guy, I would not be probably playing him at 6 and 7. Maybe, Ishan would. I don't mind putting Ishan at that number and, in the side, even when Rahul was not resting, because he's still somebody who has that kind of game. But he's missed out because of an injury. That's something, you have to live with.